How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're gonna check out Route 5 over here, and it looks like there is a double battle waiting for me. So yeah, you can only access Route 5 after you've taken down the, Turffield Stadium, which I have now done. Alright, so this is a double battle coming up here. I kind of want to get my buddy evolved. I have a feeling like he's going to evolve pretty soon. Just in case you didn't know, Buddy evolves by happiness in the daytime. So yeah, and I should be able to evolve it right away too. Time for a special interview with a gym challenger. The best way to get to know you is a Pokemon battle, of course. Good Pokemon and trainers really shine on camera. Alright, so there's a lot to do on Route 5. It is quite a large route, but that is fine. So there's two Pokemon we have to deal with first. A Helioptile and a Clink. So Clink being a Steel type, Helioptile being a normal electric type. Weird combination there. I don't really have a good matchup here at all. So I guess I'll just try to take down whatever I can. Actually, you know what, buddy? You're just not really helping here. I have this feeling like my Raboot will be infinitely more helpful. Alright. Let's take this fight down. Yeah, there aren't too many double battles in the game, but this is definitely one of them. Alright, so don't really have much to say here. So I guess we'll talk about Route 5. There are a lot of Pokemon available on Route 5. A lot that you haven't been able to get previously until this point in the game. And on top of that, there's also quite a few that this will be... Oh, you know what? Why use Double Kick when I can use Flame Charge? Quite a few that are exclusive here. Like, there's some that you could have gotten in the wild area, because there's a lot of stuff you can find in the wild area. But there's a lot that you can find just for the first time here. And there is one really cool Pokemon that's exclusive to Pokemon Sword in this area, and that is Galarian Farfetch'd. I know I'm spoiling it, but it's kind of rare, and I also have a moment to talk about stuff. So yeah. Other than that, things we can find. Esper, that's pretty rare. Well, actually, you don't really find it too many places. It's not that rare here, but it is definitely something you want to pick up. And you can get a Dottler, which I already have. Oh, look at that! Oh, he's finally evolving. Oh, who's a good boy? I'm so excited about this, because they haven't really been that useful, I'm not gonna lie. But that's just how Buddy goes. But now that it's a Roselia, it should be much better. And, you know, if you really want to get a Roselia much earlier, you can play with it in Pokemon Camp, and you can give it Curry, and you can do all sorts of stuff like that. Poison Sting's really bad, so we're not going to bother with that. Not really necessary. Yeah, that's a great way to raise happiness nowadays. I'm going to go back really fast, because there's something I want to show you with Roselia. Okay, I actually lied. The main thing isn't really with Roselia. It's going to be its evolution, which I believe I can get right away. But yeah, I should mention, we can take a look at its moves. And as you can see, I still have access to all this stuff. I didn't miss out, which is really nice. But there are those 5 moves there right now. Let's check what happens after I evolve it, which I need a... What is it, a shiny stone in order to evolve it? Should be able to find that in here somewhere. Or not. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna have to go hunting for one of these. And there are some that you can find. There's one that you can find for sure. Pretty sure. But we gotta go to the wild area. So I'm gonna go take a trip over there, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so let's say you want to get a shiny stone a little on the early side. There's the digging duo, and some of the items that they can give you are shiny stones. So I'm going to talk to this guy here. They're kind of pricey at this point in the game, but yeah, it's not really that bad later on. This one gives you rarer items more often. I'm actually not sure if that's what I want though, because I wouldn't mind. Well, I don't know. Let's just see what I get here. So, of course, you have to save beforehand, but Fossilized Bird. Oh, I only got one item. Darn. Well, let's see. Yeah, this is usually the one you're going to want to talk to. But I guess if you're looking for stones, you might have... Oh, Sunstone. You had me excited for a moment. Rare bone. Another rare bone. Yeah, this is also a pretty good money maker. Alright, well, let's try this guy out. I unfortunately don't have a lot of watts. I'm going to need to get some more. Fossilized Dino. Alright. Sunstone. Come on! Dawnstone. Fossilized Bird. Fossilized Dino again. Thunderstone. At least this guy's delivering the goods. He's just not giving me the thing I need. There it is, shiny stone. All right, so I got what I needed. Yeah, you only dug up one item there. Okay, so that's how you can get shiny stones and pretty much any of the stones early on, which is very handy. There are also some stones throughout the wild area you can just pick up, but yeah, I don't believe the shiny stone is one of them. So anyway, we're going to evolve this Roselia straight up into Roserade. It's been a very good video for you. Oh yeah, look at that. And unlike previous games, there's really no reason not to do this because of how they changed relearning moves. So yeah, anyway, let me go back to town and I will show you just how powerful the move relearner is. Okay, so just a moment ago you saw... Oops, no, I don't want to rate nicknames. You saw how powerful the move relearner was with Roselia. You know, I could pick up those 5 moves, right? Well, take a look now at this selection of moves I have available here. Giga Drain, Petal Blizzard, Petal Dance. Like, what? Okay, sure. Let's get some good moves here. Why not? All right, so take a look at these moves now. I had a TR for Shadow Ball, and I'd rather have something that isn't a grass-type move. So we're gonna get rid of Growth, but yeah, Giga Drain, Petal Dance, Shadow Ball. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I love it. So good. All right, so now I have a nice Roserade on the team. It's time to get back to Route 5. And I'm back on Route 5, more or less where I was, so let's see. Here's one of the new Pokemon. It's... Swirlix! Although, I must mention, this is a version exclusive. You can only find this in Pokemon Sword. If you're playing Pokemon Shield, instead, you'll be finding Spritzee. So yeah, definitely, you'll need to trade if you want to complete your Pokédex. But it's an alright fairy type. I wouldn't say it's anything kind of raving about, but, you know, it's alright. I'd recommend just catching it for your Pokédex, though. Same with Spritzee. Neither are, like, fantastic, especially when there's things like Alchemy and all sorts of other things. I guess we'll take a look. There's a lot of fairy types in the game, too. Yeah, you're fine. See ya. So there's that. There's also Wobbuffet here. Oh, look, there's the bird. There's the bird. It's actually a little on the rare side. It's a 5% encounter and only in Pokemon Sword. So yeah, that's pretty neat. This thing does evolve into the new Farfetch'd evolution, which I won't spoil just yet, but let's go ahead and catch this thing in the good old Quick Balls. Again, Quick Balls, you can get them in the wild area for 50 watts each. Wonderful, wonderful value buying them there. You just have to track down whoever's selling them. So yeah, this is the Galarian Farfetch'd. Oh man, it's such a wild looking thing. I kind of want to add it to the party. It's a fighting type. It's not even part flying, it's just pure fighting. And it's holding a leak, which boosts its critical hit ratio. That's very nice because you're going to need that in order to evolve this thing. Okay, so I think what we'll do, I think we're going to take it along because there will no doubt be a lot of people that want to know, how do you evolve Galarian Farfetch'd? So I know I have a Tyrogue here. I don't really know if I want to use the Farfetch'd or not. So I'm going to put away this Arrokuda just for a moment. Okay, so in order to evolve this thing, it needs to get 3 critical hits in a single battle. There are a few ways you can do this, but probably the easiest way would be to buy a, what is it, a dire hit? I don't remember where to buy those off the top of my head, but a dire hit will definitely help with that, especially if you have the leak item equipped. I think that gives it then a 100% critical hit chance. So it needs to get 3 critical hits in a single battle. So you need to find something that it's not going to knock out and something that, you know, it won't get knocked out by. So finding something that's resistant would be a good idea. Yeah, there's Stuffle here. I'd like to find another one of those fairy Pokemon. Oh, well, this is convenient. It's Esper. It's one of the other Pokemon I wanted to talk about here. Yeah, you can only find this in the random encounters. You can't find it just, you know, in the overworld. But it's a very, very decent Pokemon, and it'll evolve into either male Meowstic or female Meowstic. They have the same stats, but they'll learn different moves, with female Meowstic being a little bit more offense-oriented, and male Meowstic being a little bit more defense-oriented. So, Rabbit wants to learn agility. Nah, we don't need that. It's fine, you're fast enough. Yeah, so this is definitely a good catch here. Kinda wanna use it, not gonna lie. I love Meowstic. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Let's just take a look at your nature. Maybe that'll sell me. So it's a nice neutral nature. I guess I'll take that. I'll decide on you in a little bit. Right now, I just kind of want to get this Farfetch'd figured out. Oh, also, I should mention, right over here, there's a hidden... Well, it's not technically a hidden item, but it is pretty out of the way. It's a Shed Shell, which, if you're in any area where there are Wobbuffet or anything like that, that will let you run away from them. So that can be kind of handy. I really want to find something that will survive a few hits. Yeah, there's Stuffle here, which I think this might be the first place you can find Stuffle outside of the wild area. I'm not 100% sure, so if you didn't find one in the wild area, which is really hard to do because I feel like they're all over the place. But yeah, theoretically you could just find one here. All right, so we need to do something here. We need to get this Farfetch'd evolved. Alright, this'll do. I think we'll be able to have this thing survive a few hits, right? Oh, it's a male one. I kind of want to get it now, so I'll have both the male Meowstic and female Meowstic. Oh, yeah. I got my Steadfast going on. Alright, let's see if I can get some critical hits here. There's one. I don't think this is gonna work. I'll need to get critical hits on the next 2 hits. Well, maybe. It might happen, although it's pretty unlikely. You're really better off using a move that has a higher chance of critical hits, although I don't really know if you can get too many on Farfetch'd early on. Is it a crit? It's not a crit. No! So yeah, that wasn't enough to evolve that thing. We need to get 3 critical hits in a single battle. So I might be here a little bit, but I really want to show this to you. Okay, so I am back on Route 5 once again, and what I want to do... Oh, there's another Galarian Farfetch'd. Nice. What I want to do, I want to find a Wobbuffet. I actually think a Wobbuffet would be good, but there's something else that's very helpful. I said that this would help out later on, and that's the TR for Focus Energy, TR 13. You can get this in Motostoke at the record store on, well, one of the record stores, sort of on the bottom area of town as you're heading towards the lift. So we're gonna go ahead and teach this. This is really recommended for evolving this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and, I guess, get rid of Leer. Alright, there we go. So, let's go ahead and fight this one, I guess. A Wobbuffet would also work out fairly well, because you're really not going to knock that thing out, but I am kind of curious about this one. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's even stronger. Well, that's fine. Let's use focus energy. Actually, this might not be a good idea. I have a feeling like this thing could actually kick my duck. So let's not do that. Well, let's just see what happens. We're going for it. All right, so now we'll use Fury Cutter because it doesn't do a lot of damage to this thing. Oh, this could hurt. Okay, we got a problem. But at least I'll get some crits, so that's nice. All right, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, I believe with the leak and with focus energy active, brutal swing. Oh, I don't have that. Oh, look at you hanging on there with 1 HP. The Battle of the Ducks. I love it. All right, that was an intense battle. Oh man. So yeah, as you can see, 3 critical hits, didn't even gain a level, and just like that, yeah, that's all it takes. 2 doesn't do it, 3 is what you need, and then you'll get your Galarian Farfetch'd to evolve into... your Farfetch'd evolve into Sirfetch'd! Oh man, yeah, this thing is something else. Only Farfetch'd that has survived many battles can attain this evolution. When this Pokemon's leak withers, it will retire from combat. Yeah, I can see why she survives so many. Iron Defense, huh? I don't know about that. I guess we don't really need Sand Attack. Yeah, look at those stats. For a fresh level 19, 56 attack, 41 defense. It's a pretty solid Pokemon. But yeah, that's how you get Galarian Farfetch'd to evolve into Sirfetch'd. And what I'd recommend doing if you want to get one while you're over here. All right. Wow, they are popping up all over the place. I need to go heal. I'll be right back once again. So again, going to the move reminder, good idea, because there is First Impression, which hits pretty strong, but only on the first turn. It's kind of like Fake Out, except it doesn't work. It doesn't make the enemy flinch. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not a bad move to have. I guess we don't really need focus energy anymore. We'll get rid of it. All right, nice. Okay, so yeah, anyway, going back again. I'm back on Route 5. How many times have I been back here? Yeah, so there's Wobbuffet. Honestly, I want to go catch Pokemon, but I want to do it later. Let's actually get some of the plot stuff out of the way first. Although, I want to get another Pokemon, because this right here is the Pokemon Nursery. You can talk to this lady here, and she will leave up to 2 Pokemon, or she'll take care of up to 2 Pokemon at a time. Now, if you watched an earlier video of mine, you may have seen that there's one of these in the wild area as well, which is just another facility. There's actually 2 of them in the game here, which is kind of handy. But definitely go inside, because you can learn more about breeding and stuff here, but also, most importantly, talk to the Pokemon breeder here. It's a Toxel, a real Toxel. I found an egg and carried it around with me and it hatched into a Toxel. Why don't you raise it? It's a real shocking Pokemon. Yeah, so just like that, she'll give you a Toxel, which is a really cool new Pokemon. It's this little baby thing. It's an electric poison type, which is actually a fantastic combination. Very weak to ground, but it has so many different resistances and stuff. It's a solid Pokemon for sure. Like, I strongly recommend them. You will have a chance to get this and its evolution later on, so I'm not entirely sure if I'd even recommend it, but it's free, and free is always good. So something to keep in mind, this thing will evolve into one of 2 different versions of its evolution, and that's completely dependent by its nature. Different natures will evolve into different versions of it. There's 2. There's the low-key form, which is for more subdued natures, like calm or, I'm trying to think of these off the top of my head. Oh yeah, 5 experience candies XS, which is also pretty nice. And then more active ones, like I think Jolly and, you know, just things that sound like they'd be a little bit more active. Those will evolve into the amped form. We'll see that later on, though. Oh, do I want to see the Sirfetch'd in battle? There's so many things I want to see in battle. All right, I want to try out the Sirfetch'd. Okay, so let's go over here and we'll run into Team Yell.
Oi, just hand over the bike already. We needed to cross this long bridge. We're gonna use that bike to chase around gym challenges. It'll be a scream.
How barbaric. It wouldn't work anyway. You don't even have a Rotom with you. Hey, young gym challenger, they're trying to steal my bike. Please, if you could give them a good thrashing, I would be in your debt. So, Team Yell is blocking the way, but we're actually going to be able to do something about it this time.
Oi, we're not trying to steal the bike, only borrow it. We're gonna use it to chase after gym challengers and make them all tired. But I'm thinking you deserve a special shout out. I'm gonna crush you in a battle.
Alright, so here we go. Team Yell fighting them again. And you've got a Zigzagoon, which is perfect for my new Sirfetch'd. Look at that big leak sword. Oh man, actually we can use first impression here. Boom! Oh yeah, and because I have the leak, I do have a higher critical hit chance still, which is nice. Oh, looks like my Tyrogue is going to evolve. Thievul. Oh, right. Here we go, the evolved form of Nickit. It's Thievul, which is actually a really great name. I give so much kudos to whoever came up with these names, Nickit and Thievul, because Nickit is to, you know, nick something or steal it, but there's also Kit, which is like, you know, a fox kit, like a fox cub, let's say, or like a kitten. It's young form, so to speak. So that's really cool. And then you have Thievul, which is, you know, of course, thieve. Evil, because it's dark type. And Vul for, you know, Vulpes, which is like the fox's, what is it, genus or something? Like, it's just a really smart name. But yeah, this thing shouldn't be too much of a threat. Pretty much regardless of what you have. Alright, well, my Sirfetch'd is doing pretty good. I don't know if I should keep using this thing or not. Like, I'm gonna get another fighting type Pokemon in a moment, but there is something about using this duck, right? I don't know. I still don't have like my final team settled for whatever that's worth, but yeah, 59 attack. Wants to learn Brutal Swing. Oh, see, I could have learned that. Let's get rid of... Honestly, I don't really need it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I like what I have already.
We're Team Yell. We get up in the faces of trainers.
Uh-huh. Do you now? You also block the paths all over the place. Alright, so Tyrogue. In this whole, series of odd evolutions, yeah, Tyrogue is another one. The form that it evolves into depends on the stats that it has when it levels up and evolves. So, since I happen to see it has higher defense than it does attack, I know what it'll evolve into. If that condition is true, it evolves into Hitmonchan! Oh yeah, but if its attack is higher than its defense, it will evolve into Hitmonlee, and if they are even, then it will evolve into Hitmontop. So it's a little harder to get Hitmontop, but you can influence it by using some items here and there. Drain Punch, that sounds pretty fun. That's actually a really powerful move. Too bad you don't have Iron Fist for your ability, though. That's really a shame. Because that powers up punching moves. And let's face it, Hitmonchan learns a lot of punching moves. I mean, look at it. It's literally the punching Pokemon.
Gah, you crushed my attempt to crush you. Why, I want that bike. Don't get in my way.
Alright, well, Team Yell Grunt number 2 has a Sableye. Well, your fighting type moves aren't going to do anything against this. It is indeed a dark ghost type, so yeah. Has only one weakness, weak to Fairy. Didn't used to have any weaknesses. It was definitely known for that. It's like, wow, there's a Pokemon without any weakness. It's gotta be so strong. And then Fairy type comes along, but I don't know. It's still an okay Pokemon. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Well, this is awkward. I have no other moves I can use. All right, well, let's send out my Roserade. I kind of want to see how he does. Yeah, Roserade's a very strong Pokemon to have at this point in the game. Doesn't really matter. Let's use Shadow Ball. That looks pretty cool, I have to say. Okay, well.
I was too distracted by that bike. Otherwise, there's no way I'd lose to a yellow belly like you.
Oh, a yellow belly. Ah, I see what you did there. Okay.
You're too strong. If you stay in the gym challenge, you're gonna cause problems for Our Lady. And see the last of us. We're gonna make sure you stay out of Our Lady's way.
Mm-hmm. All right, and they're gone. But the nice thing is you get a good reward from this guy. My word, you're quite the trainer, and I see you have a Pokédex too. That means you have a Rotom with you. Fantastic. I think I'll give this bike to you then. Better you have it than Team Yell. You know that Rotom love motors very, very much, right? Enough to jump right into machines that have motors. So that got me thinking, if I attached a motor to a bicycle, then maybe I could get Rotom to pop into that as well. Right, or I see. Come now, give it a shot. Enjoy cycling together with Rotom to the fullest. Chop chop, come on now. You and Rotom ride that bicycle together. Cool, Rotom bike. Very nice. So yeah, I'll read the manual. Press the plus or minus button to ride your bike with Rotom. Let's get cycling. So very fitting to have on a route with a daycare or nursery, right? So yeah, you can just press plus or minus and you get this lovely bike, which is lovely. If you press down on the left control stick, there is indeed a bell you can ring. That's great, but yeah, it doesn't really do much. What does a lot though is if you press B, you'll get a temporary little turbo boost. And it recharges after a while, so you don't like hold it in, but it will recharge, and that's pretty handy. So on this bridge here, and don't worry, I'll go back to the rest of the route. I will get it, but on this bridge, you'll find that there are some feather items that spawn every day, which is rather handy. They will raise the stats of your Pokemon, their effort values, or base points as they're often called. And they don't raise it by a lot by any means, but it can oftentimes be still a pretty good amount. All right, so let's compare these two Pokemon. So 59 attack, 53 attack. So actually, they're both pretty solid. I don't know which one I want to use. They're same level. If only you had the other ability. Now, I know that my Hitmonchan has a nature that increases its attack. So, yeah. I don't know. Which fighting type should I use? Alright, well, whatever. We'll see how it goes. So, there's a whole bunch of these feathers over here, which is rather handy. So as you go over here, you'll run into Hop. Oh, man. Yeah, so there you are, Marriland. I'm warning you, though, any closer than that, and we're going to have a battle, you and me. Oh, yeah? Are we now? At least it gives you a warning. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You said any closer. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm getting closer. You're not challenging me yet. All right, we got to get right up to it. I warned you. We're both gym challengers who've earned ourselves a grass badge. This is the perfect training. Yeah, so you might want to heal up. That's kind of why he gives you that warning, because he doesn't actually heal you up right now. But he shouldn't be much of a threat. He's still got his Wooloo. Meanwhile, I've got Sirfetch'd. Let's have a taste of what a gym badge holder's team can do. Yeah, let's have a taste. So we're gonna use that first impression. Bam! Whoa! Nice crit. Landing a critical hit like that, you're pretty tough when you get serious, I know. My Sirfetch'd is just so good at critical hits. Also, I love that sprite. It's just this really big sword. Corvisquire. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to get out of here for that. That's the evolution of the Rookity. So what would be good to use here? I guess you finally have Spark. We'll see how you do, little Yamper. Alright, so there's Corvisquire. Again, shouldn't be too much of a threat, but it is a little bit stronger. Fury attack. That's a lot of fury. Okay, hit it with Spark. Oh wow, you're actually gonna 2-hit KO Sling. Typical, should have known you'd mastered type matchups. I know, it's not like I've done this before. Hop in his type matchups. Maybe one day you'll learn them. Alright, so the final Pokemon on his team, as always, depends on which Pokemon you started with. So, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna send out my Sirfetch'd again. But it is evolved, which is kind of interesting. In my case, because I started with Scorbunny, every one of my Pokemon is an ace. This is no problem at all. Yeah, he'll use Thwacky here, but if you chose Grookey, he'll have Drizzile, the evolved form of Sobble, and if you chose Sobble, he'll use Raboot instead. Bam! Wow. Oh my gosh, another critical hit. Wow. That lead must be better than I thought. Either that or I'm just really lucky. Hitmonchan wants to learn Quick Guard. Nah, that's fine. Alright, so there goes Hop. We both got ourselves the same grass badge, so how come you're so much stronger? Well, because I know my type matchups. Duh! Alright, you've gotten strong, Marriland. Seems I've got to train even harder from now on. Yeah, he gives you a free revive, which is pretty handy. Next up is Nessa, the leader of the water gym. Okay, so there's even more to this route. That's the main thing you need to do. Let me get this genius feather here. There's a little bit more on this side. All the way over here. Oh yeah, there are also these floating Eldegoss that you can run into, and if you just want an Eldegoss and don't want to bother evolving your Gossifleur, it's a great way to get one. Let's see if I can catch it in a Quick Ball. I'm gonna need to go back and get some more Quick Balls. Definitely running a little low. Well, that's not gonna work out now, is it? Sing? I don't like where this is going. Oops, I knocked it out. Because of crit, of course. Oh, well, it's fine. It's not a big deal, but yeah, you can get those here if you want. They also give a lot of experience, too. As you can see. Yeah, my Pokemon are leveling up like crazy now. Great. Okay, so over here, we have another patch of grass, which has basically the same stuff in it. But, yeah, and there's a Pokemon breeder I just snuck past. There's 3x special attacks here, which will raise your special attack stat temporarily in a battle by 2 stages. Very handy. And, yeah, you basically just keep going in this direction to reach Hulbury City. Cherubi. Oh, I've got some bad news for you. My Swordbird's gonna get ya! Let's leave a good first impression, what do you say? Oh man, this thing is pretty strong. I kinda like it. Alright, Woobat, let's get out of here. However, I have an idea. Let's send out my Roserade. Because I know he has Shadow Ball. Yeah, Woobat, not really a threat or anything. Just a mildly annoying Psychic Flying type, of which there are several in the Galar region, so really can't recommend this thing. Oh my gosh, look at those stats. Nice. Okay, so get a little bit of extra money from that, which is good. And there's still another trainer here. Oh man, all right, I really want to use something else. I don't even know what. Let's try out my Hitmonchan. You know what, you evolved and I haven't even used you because I have Sirfetch'd. Keep this to yourself, but I'm having Pokemon help with my work. Now, just in case, this has nothing to do with her, by the way, but just in case you're like, wait a second, you're missing a big part of this route. I know, we're gonna go back and get it, don't worry. Don't worry, it's all good. But I just want to show you how to get to where you need to go. This is kind of bad, actually, because Krogunk here is a fighting poison type, meaning my fighting type moves aren't going to do that much. Although, I mean, if I switch out, it's going to get a hit in on me anyway. I had enough to take it out, regardless of that resistance. Alright, so yeah, there we go. And I believe we can just move right on along here. Yes, and that's the way to Hulbury. Lovely. So yeah, this is talking about the Brilliant Aura Pokemon that we've run into. Those kind of glowing ones. Oh yeah, there's that Wobbuffet. I should probably get that thing. So over here, there's an Absorb Bulb, which boosts the special attack if the holder is hit with a water-type attack. It doesn't nullify the damage or anything, but it does boost the special attack. It can only be used once, though, so you probably don't want to just put that on whichever Pokemon. Alright, so let's go back now and take a look. Also, yeah, the items here, the feathers, they do respawn, so I'm not really going to bother picking all of them up. You can come back here while you're, like, hatching eggs and stuff and pick up some of those feathers. So you can also upgrade the bike in the wild area if you spend some watts. You just have to talk to one of the, I think it's one of the item traders. You can just go to the meetup spot, talk to the guy there. It does cost a little bit, but it's a permanent upgrade, which is very handy. I'm not going to do that just yet, but I will show it to you later on. Let's go ahead and, you know, I haven't really used you. Use my Raboot. I've got all these new Pokemon. My partner Pokemon's been growing in a really unique way. Check it out. I guess there's a lot to do on this route. And there's still more Pokemon I need to go catch, right? I should probably catch Wobbuffet. Yeah, Wobbuffet's a pain, by the way, because it has an ability called Shadow Tag. Oh, this thing must have Fluffy. Ugh. I would have been better using a fire move, I bet. Oh well, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll finish it with Flame Charge. But yeah, it has Shadow Tag, so you can't run away from it unless you have that Shed Shell equipped, or unless you're a Ghost type, or unless you're a Wobbuffet. But yeah. So what you can do is, if you run into one, just use a Pokédoll. It's rather helpful. Let's see, Ralts. What do I do against that? I really need like a steel type move or something. I mean, we'll just keep my Raboot out. Psychic Fairy type, so can't just depend on like dark type moves. Actually, I don't even know if I have any. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. My Raboot's got control of the situation here. And Cutie Fly. Well, I know you can take this thing out. Yeah, you actually have a variety of Pokemon here, huh? Alright, so there we go. Yeah, there's nothing really that exciting left on the route, although there are a few items that you can pick up, and trainers, of course. But yeah, we're gonna go to this little southern section down here. It's a nice little area for you to check out. There's a campsite down here as well. There's Deborah. Oh, she has a Minchino. Alright, well, I have Double Kick. Oh no, cute charm. Well, it's not gonna last for long. And a Steenie. Well, I have the right Pokemon for the job. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there are a lot of trainers down here, huh? Alright, so down here, there are... No, don't chase me! Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's this item in this corner here, TM31 Attract. So you know that cute charm that just took effect a moment ago? Well, this is the move that actually can also inflict that condition. So if you use it against a Pokemon that's the opposite gender, actually I need a Minccino. If you use if you use Attract against a Pokemon that is of the opposite gender, then it will infatuate that Pokemon, which means it'll have just a 50% chance of being able to successfully attack. Otherwise, it'll just be immobilized by love, which is kind of funny. It's rather unreliable unless you know specifically which gender Pokemon your opponent's going to be using. But at the same time, I mean, that can be a pretty good way at stopping them from doing some attacks, so I don't know. It's an interesting one. It's good to have as a TM. Again, it's unlimited use. So yeah, Minccino here. It's cute. It evolves through the Shiny Stone as well, but do I recommend it? Not necessarily. If it has Tail Slap, though, it can be pretty good. So there's a campsite over here. There's 2 big mushrooms right by this tree. And let's talk to you. Yeah, I don't know if I want to stop. Well, okay, you know what? Let's just stop by, like, really fast just to see what you have. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time there. This is Harrison's Pokemon camp. And what do you have, Harrison? Oh, there's my Scorbunny. Oh, you have all these babies. There's babies everywhere. What do you think of all these babies? Okay, so there's something kind of neat that I learned. I was playing around with Pokemon Camp on my other save. So let's bring some of these Pokemon over by pressing A to call them over. Come on, get over here. Yeah, you too. No, stop running. Oh, they're all like, they're distracted. Hey, come over here. Well, they don't seem to want to be doing this, but if you get 2 Pokemon close to each other in the camp, then you can actually talk with both of them. Let's see here. So if you line it up, see it says speak to 2 Pokemon? Raboot and Whoa! Seem quite interested in each other. So you can kind of see, you know, their feelings towards one another. And then you can tell them to go play, and they'll just like kind of both be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go do some stuff. Sometimes they're more cooperative than others, but I don't think they start off by being overly friendly. Oh, they're racing! Sorry, Whoa! You never stood a chance. Oh, man. Yeah, that was just kind of one of the fun things that I ran across the other day. All right, so let's wrap this area up down here. There is a berry tree. There's also this cook who's cooking up some trouble. Let's bring back my Sirfetch'd. I want to use you more. All right, yeah, he found a trainer while gathering berries. Oh my. Cook Stewart. Oh, an Applin. Oh, this is neat. This is also one of the Pokemon we're going to need to find here. It's a little on the rare side, though. But we're going to need to do it. So it is a grass dragon type Pokemon that looks like an apple. Yeah. And it evolves into 2 different Pokemon, depending on which apple you use on it. And the apple items that you get to evolve it, it's not the, what is it, the fancy apple? It's like the sweet apple and the sour apple, I think it is. Or maybe tart. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I know that you need that in order to evolve it. So the items themselves are version exclusive. Oh, there's 3 heal balls here. And what do we have here? Oh, Dottler. Hello. Hello! You're not what I'm looking for, though. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that might actually be everything as far as, like, items and stuff over here goes. Which is good, it's just wrapping up the Pokemon. I think that's all I need to do for this route. Let's shake this berry tree. Chillin' berries and a cherry berry. Chesto berry. I don't trust it. I'm just gonna take these berries. It's good enough for me. I want those chillin' berries so I can chill. All right, so let's catch a Wobbuffet. Let's do it. Actually, I really should have caught the female Wobbuffet so I can breed it later on in order to get Why Not, which we just saw not that long ago. Alright, hopefully this quick ball works. Well, that was a big failure. Yeah, these things have a lot of HP, so I was thinking if I was gonna have trouble evolving my Galarian Farfetch'd, all I need to do is just do Rock Smash a few times against it after using Focus Energy, and that would be fine. Don't use counter. Don't use counter. Okay, Mirror Coat, that's fine. Yeah, it has counter and Mirror Coat, so you gotta be really careful. Because it'll bounce back that damage to you, so it's a little scary. Okay. I probably should have tried to actually catch it. Oops. Yeah, so I believe that's all of the Pokemon around, or not Pokemon, but like the items around here. Oh, this is another one that's pretty good. It's a little on the rare side as well, only a 5% encounter. It's Nincada. So this is another interesting evolution. So at level 20, it evolves into Ninjask. Well, okay, that's really exciting. You know, Ninjask is a cool Pokemon, but if you have an empty spot as well as a Pokeball, empty spot in your party and a Pokeball in your bag, then you'll also get a Shedinja when it evolves. So very good to get this thing because it will actually end up turning into 2 Pokemon. You get a 2-for-1 special there. But yeah, just make sure you have room in your party when it evolves, otherwise you'll miss out on getting that Shedinja. Alright, I believe that's actually it for items and stuff. I'm just gonna go track down the Pokemon that I haven't caught yet. See if I can find that Applin. We can find Applin here, but it is a 10% chance encounter and only in the Shaking Grass, the random encounters. So we might be here for a little while tracking one down. There's also Dupiter here, as well as Nuzleaf and Lombre in the Shaking Grass, so you definitely get a lot of value in the Shaking Grass here in the area. But you'll run into a lot of stuff like Dottler as well. Ah, look at that! It's Applin! Alright, let's see if I can catch this thing with the good old quick balls. Oh yeah, there we go. There's my critical catch of the episode, right? Just wouldn't be a video if I didn't get one of those. Yeah, there we go. We got Applin. Grass Dragon type. Really wild looking thing. Alright, yeah, so guess I'll take a look at it really fast. Yeah, I definitely want to evolve this thing because it's really underwhelming until it evolves. You can find the apples that you need over in, I found the Dappled Grove? Over in the wild area seemed to be a pretty good spot for it. I don't know if I actually have any in my inventory. Let's see. Other items. Do I have that apple? Doesn't seem so. I'm gonna go see if I can find one really fast. By the way, it's so much nicer now being able to ride around in the wild area. It's so much better. Oh yeah, so after you unlock the bike, if you talk to one of these people here, you can participate in the Rotom Rally, which is just kind of like a bike race thing. I'll show that off later. We're definitely going to make another trip to the wild area, but I just want to make sure that you could see that. Oh, great, here's the quick balls. Yeah, definitely going to restock on these. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm mistaken. I don't think you can actually get the apple, either of the evolutionary apples, in the Dappled Grove. I think it's over on that tree right over there in Axiu's eye. The apple of its eye, right? Yeah, which we can't get yet. There is one you can get when we get to Motostoke, though, so yeah, that'll be after the 3rd badge. But yeah, I tried for a bit, and then I did a little bit of research. It's like, yeah, I did end up getting one Pokemon, though. It was an Impidimp. Where is it? This thing here. It was in one of the rare raids, which is a Dark Fairy type. You usually can't get it for a while, but yeah, you could find some nice stuff in the max raid battles. I got a few miscellaneous other things as well. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend using this Applin just yet because, yeah, it's gonna just sit there and really do nothing until you get to Hammerlock to get either the tart apple, not sour, it's tart, double checked, or the sweet apple. But yeah, anyway, let's once again go back to Route 5. Well, there we go. It's like the first encounter I ran into. Dupiter! Pretty decent water bug type, actually, so certainly recommend it. I think it'll look really cool in this quick ball, though. Like, it totally matches its colors. Yeah, it evolves into Arachnid, and that thing is pretty strong. So, nothing bad to say about it, really. Certainly a solid addition to your team. I don't think I'm going to be adding it to mine, but yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely take that. And, I believe... What am I missing? Oh, Wobbuffet and Drifloon. Alright, well, let's go find those. Actually, that is a lie. There's one more thing in here. You can run into either Lombre or Nuzleaf. Nuzleaf if you're playing Pokemon Sword, or Lombre if you're playing Pokemon Shield. You can run into those in the Shaking Grass. They're not, like, as exciting. They're fairly common, though. Yeah, there we go. There's Nuzleaf. Yeah, I might as well pick it up from my Pokédex. There's Drifloon. Little balloon Pokemon. Flying ghost type, of course. It's okay. It's not, like, great. It's not bad. It's pretty bulky as a Drifblim once it evolves. I don't know if I go so far as to recommend it, but you might as well catch one. Cool, so I believe all that leaves is Wobbuffet as far as Pokemon to catch in the area. In the fishing spot, there's Goldeen. There's a rare encounter, which I believe we've gotten, right? I'm pretty sure we did. Kind of remember doing that. And then there's also Choodle and... Wait, you know what? Stuffle. I've already gotten a Stuffle, right? We've talked about this. But yeah, this is where you can run into them, of course. If you missed out on getting one earlier, yeah, I did get one. Such a good Pokemon to use if it has Fluffy. That thing just takes so much. All right, let's see if I can get this Wobbuffet. The female Wobbuffet are hilarious. I love that lipstick that they have. Such a silly touch. Oh, come on. Oh, that took a while. All right, well, there we go. I got Wobbuffet. Nice. So yeah, that should be all the Pokemon in the area, if I'm not mistaken. Quite a few new ones to pick up here, huh? Okay, yeah, they are such a pain. They're also a little tricky to catch, too, but just, like, weakening them properly isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. So yeah, anyway, that is Route 5. There's a lot on this route. Oh, I didn't get Eldegoss. I just remembered that thing. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal, but yeah. So anyway, we're gonna need to head on further east over to Hulbury. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications to get updated. Be sure to check out my website for more Pokemon Sword and Shield coverage, including a full mobile-friendly Pokédex, a powerful team builder, and a written walkthrough. See you next time!